Hey everybody, this is Jason with On the Play Games, showing you the top 5 decks that I think you need to be able to beat in Season 1 of the Planetary Qualifiers. We've got one coming up next weekend. I plan to attend up in Greenville, and these are the decks that I expect to run into. Django Fett Tarkentown obviously being one of the ones that I would suspect 2 out of 7 rounds probably against that. So definitely have to have some kind of air defense to deal with that list. Sabine probably also a couple of matches if we do 7 rounds of Swiss. That's what I would expect to see. Then we've got the Boss Blue. I'd imagine at least one of those you might see in a 7-round tournament. Then we're looking at Yellow Han, definitely really good with the DJ Tech combo, and of course Blue Anakin, which is a really good deck to play against a meta that has a lot of Sabine in it, as its units can just upgrade into and kill pretty much any unit that Sabine tries to put down. So that's something really cool. Plus, it's got a really good force synergy, so we're going to be playing that deck also. But for right now, we're going to check out the first deck that we have to play and see if we can get a couple wins. Our first match we're going to play is with Sabine Green. I've made a couple little modifications, very minor stuff to this deck. I've kind of walked away from the R2D2s and put them in, replaced them with the Rebel Pathfinder just for that Saboteur aspect. It's really good against things like the the Village Protectors, things like that we see a lot of from these kind of soft control decks, and Anakin Skywalker and so forth. They try to protect their base by just putting a bunch of Sentinel units out. So we're going to try to find ourselves an opponent. Hopefully it won't take too long, and give this Sabine deck a whirl. It is pretty much standard. I'm using the Dark Saber in the main. There's a couple in the sideboard sitting here. A little bit of air defense built in, a timely reinforcement just for like kind of a second energy conversion lab. And then after that, it's pretty much a Rebel package, what you expect from your normal Sabine list from set 1. It does have the additional Poe Dameron and Wreckers in it that you find from the set 2 version of the deck. And then after that, it's pretty much the same. I did not include any set 3 cards in this particular version of the deck. Yeah, we are waiting on a player. All right, so we have a lot of 1 drops. You really couldn't ask for too much of a better hand than this. These 2 can go into the resource pile, and I'll go ahead and lead with an air unit. He went and claimed someone to a point each base. I was kind of surprised to see him do that. He must have mulliganed. We have 2 of those. I'll drop 1. It's pretty good. I'm going to A-wing that, put it on it. So this guy will definitely get in for some damage. I'm going to swing into his base, because that's where the race is. I'll do a point of damage, and then I'll pass it back to him. And now we got some action. Rebel Assault is... I'll be surprised if both of my units survive, but it is possible. I'm going to go ahead and put the Saboteur guy down and go with a bigger unit. Forlorn comes in. I'm going to choose a point of damage here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Rebel Assault, because these guys are going to die. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. He is tapped out, so that gives me another... Sabine. I'm going to do the damage. Then I'm going to go ahead and deploy. And I'll go ahead and attack in. I'll put him down. And I'll pass. And I'll drop that. Okay, so that was pretty obvious. Definitely would have done that myself. But this is where it just takes the game right here. And yeah, got one. All right, next deck we're going to try out is going to be the Jango Fett Tarkentown, and see if we're able to establish a little bit of a tempo game. This one, I've put 3 of these in this deck. The tanks, the suppressor tanks. I found them to be very, very good at what they do. Now let's just see if we can make the magic happen. I got a swoop racer. I can drop one of those pretty easily. This isn't the most impressive first hand. I'm going to go and mulligan that. And I'm going to feel okay about that because I do have a ISB agent. I think what I need to do is drop this and this, leaving me just the ISB agent to make the magic happen. He claimed the initiative, so there's not really much of a reason to do much there. So I'm just going to go and pass. And I did get one of the more difficult units to defeat, so I'm not upset about that. The No Go to Me Dead is a great card. ISB Agent's still going to come in handy. Open Fire is really awesome. I think the Surprise Strike goes away. And by the way, in the comments, feel free to, if you see a resource that I put down, or a mulligan I shouldn't have taken, or yeah, there's that. He's going to definitely... Oh, he didn't take the Triple Dark Raid. He took the Open Fire. Okay. Well, I'm just going to play out our 3-drop air unit, and there's a swoop down. That's pretty good. We'll do that. He's going to obviously swing right in. I'm going to return the favor. Or at least I think it's obvious. So he elects to play a Boba Fett. This lets me play a ISB agent, revealing this, to tap that down. Saves us a little bit of life. He Maclunky's the ISB agent and brings his Boba Fett back. Okay. Let me swing in for 4. I'm just going to target down that away. Let's just go ahead and swing a Triple Dark Raid. Why not? Worst thing that can happen is I get a card like this, and I just pass on doing damage, and I'll swing in for another 4. And yeah, there we go. And I can redeploy that unit. Now this is where it's getting tough. Right now, Kylo's Silencer does not look so great, so I'll just go ahead and put that in the bin. We're 1 turn away from these guys coming out. He is 1 turn away from that. Swing in for another. Ooh, I wish I'd cast. We'll go ahead and put this into play. Pass on that. I'll deploy. And I will attack the base. And we'll pass. Alright. So now we're looking at two of these back to back. That's not bad. I'm going to get rid of one of these No Go to Me Deads. In hopes that he just doesn't have the ability to tap all of my guys down as I try to get into that base. Cunning. Woo! Tapping 2 and bouncing 1? That's pretty good. He taps those 2 down. Okay. He has 2 left. He's going to swing in for 7, probably taking out my Django. So let's go ahead and tap his big boy. Keep that one out of play for a little while. He's going to swoop racer. I'll go ahead and play this to tap that down just in case. That's okay. I'll swing in there. No need to use that. I'll claim the initiative. Very first thing I'll do is the ISP agent's really doing me no good right now, so I'll just pass on resourcing. I'll go ahead and swing in here. These Thrawn decks they're difficult to play. They are. That is not what I would consider a meta deck at all. They are very, very hard to control the board with. But he does have 2 of my lower cost units. I think he's trying to take back his play, but I'm not sure why he would try to take back his play. I mean, he did take out my Django Fett, which was game rematch. Well, he may have already left. But yeah, there was definitely some tempo kept there, and I am definitely still here. I don't know what he's trying to do. Looks like he's left. So we'll just wait the 5 seconds and claim victory. Yep. All right. So there it is. Anakin Blue. Actually going to be taking a look at the version that was played by Veiled Shot recently on one of his videos. Let's see how we do on that. Well, actually, it was a little ways back. I think he's playing on Force Table, so it's a little dated here. But I definitely want to take a look at it and see what we can manage to to pull off. I have not played an Anakin Blue deck yet, so this should be really interesting. All right, so no sideboard for this deck, which is fine. A lot of the decks that Veiled Shot plays, he doesn't do sideboards. This does best of ones. All right, we have an opponent playing some Chewbacca. Play a unit that costs 3 less from your hand. It gains Sentinel. So we're going to be running a lot of Sentinel. I have 1 turn 1 play. No turn 2 play. But double Obi-Wans. We're going to mulligan. We're going to mulligan into pretty much the same situation. We'll drop one of those. And I'm going to choose to keep the Obi-Wan over him. This could be bad. I'm going to drop the Force Throw. Play, draw a card. Okay, now I have a Force unit that I can play. Starting to develop a little bit of a curve here. Really is questionable whether I want to drop another Obi-Wan. I think I have to, just to kind of get this curve to shape up. I'll go ahead and just attack in for 3. Since he likes to play Sentinels. That's what I would have done. I didn't play the Sentinel. Maybe he doesn't have a turn to play. He didn't want to give that Sentinel. I see. Okay, so I'll put that out. And let's see what we can do here. We need to draw something that costs 4 or less. That's what we need to do. And we did. We drew another Yoda and a Concord Dawn Interceptor. I'm going to drop the second Yoda for now. He gets to play a unit, make his guy bigger, which is good. I'm tempted to do damage to my base, but then Yoda's going to heal it back anyway. Interesting. So I'll probably just put out the Concord Dawn Interceptor if he doesn't do... Gave her Sentinel. Okay, so I want to do this. And then I want to do this. Yeah, we'll attack first. Then the Concord Dawn Interceptor. Then we'll pass. Yoda, restoring the damage I'm trying to do to myself. Come on, Yoda. You could do me better than that. I'm loving this Batch Brothers action. It's interesting to see that in the deck. But I still, I got to resource it. I can't, you know, my curve is looking too sweet right now. I'm going to immediately play him. There's no way that Ki-Adi-Mundi doesn't get played. First. All right. Chewbacca's thinking. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a really, really good one. We're going to put him out. And then I am going to attack here, attack here, attack there, and then pass. So he's probably going to attack and kill him by this attack. Yeah, that's what's going to happen for sure. He does have a lot of air superiority. But he has to get rid of Ki-Adi or I'm going to start drawing cards. And Ki-Adi-Mundi is going to be really big with a shield token on him. Good play. Ki-Adi-Mundi gets the bigness. Put the booty on him. This is so far, you know, I've dug out of a bad curve. I have the ability to transfer some damage to his ship over here, which I don't see any reason why not to. And I think I close this game out because there's 5 and then 4, so that's 9. It's close. It's not quite closed out yet. So Yoda's going to go in. Never mind. Chewbacca's huge. And he has grit. Alright, so if I use my ability, that means 5 points of damage to him. Then I flip him. And okay, so I can kill him. If I'm gonna pass. I don't want it to be that big. Just drew a card. Okay, so now I'm going to deploy. If I deploy, I can't kill him. That's the problem. And if I attack into him, he'll be a 5 toughness. Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll do that. I don't know why I didn't have. Okay, okay. There we go. Sorry, he has 7. Forgot that it adds it to the 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I'll go ahead and deploy Anakin, and we'll just finish him off. And now we got Ki-Adi-Mundi and Yoda for the win. Oh, and a Mace Windu? Strike first. I will draw a card. I'll attack while I can. And then how wide do I want to go? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yes, that's game. Oh, it's not game. It's still a possible game. There we go. Mace Windu coming through. I like that. I like that right there. On the play games wins. Opponent disconnected. Boss Green versus Boss Blue. This ought to be a snoozer. I think this one's going to be all about card advantage, more so than life. So I'm going to put him out. Pass. Feels like it's just going to immediately kill it. This deck is exhausting. We're going to draw a card. Claim initiative. Yep. I will pass. Oh, look at there. Got both of them. Put tech down. Draw another card. 1, 2, 3. Okay. General Chowson would be a good choice right now. Just do that. We're going to try to be the aggressor here. Or we're just going to watch him kill my dude. And then I will claim initiative. How did he get his boss got a turn before me? Did he resupply or something? This is sad. I'll put the restock in my resource pile. I'm going to start by reducing that guy. Then I'm going to put one of those on him. Then I'm going to ping him for point damage. And it'll pass. Top target down. He went ahead and went with that, did he? Okay. I'm going to. He has an ECL, and he's playing red and green, so that means mall. No, that means not mall. What does that mean? That means Kylo Ren. Yeah, that means Kylo Ren. I think I just do this. And no. I thought I had put two things on him. Django Fett. Django. So don't really want to put a unit in front of him. What do I want to do? Slow his roll. And we'll deploy. Tag into that guy. Pass. Another trench. I'm getting up to 7 now. Put away the entrench. He's at 8. Gonna take him out. If he lays out a big unit, I just do this. Or he could do that. Take that guy out. Dr. Pershing. Pass. We're on our 8 resource play. He is on a 10 resource play. This is going to be very difficult. I want to outdraw him. So I'm going to put the takedown away. Takedown just seems like his creatures are going to be bigger than 5 toughness from here on out. Like his units. Yep, there's another one. I'm going to draw a card and then Super Laser Blast. Or I won't even do that. I'll just Super Laser Blast. And I will claim the initiative. We'll put it on a takedown away. I mean, it's so much damage. So much damage. So I can do this. That'll leave me 6. Let's do that. Leaves me 6, but no plays. Except for, there's deck. And I'll pass. Hopefully I can restock. That's one way of killing them. That's definitely one way of killing them. Tech did me no good. So I'm going to do this on him. And this on Vader and him. I want to do at least 5. So he'll do 1 and 5. And then pass. Hey, look, takedown actually has some use here. Let's put we're gonna put the takedown away. We're gonna put that on him. Go ahead and just gain the life now. Yeah, I think so. He still has not ECL'd, so there's got to be an ECL coming. Has to be an ECL coming. Choose a card, restore 6. I'm going to restore 6 there. All right, okay. This is a back and forth just battle here. Long game. This is the matchup you do not want to run up into when you're playing a 55-minute round or 50-minute round. I'm not sure if it's 50 or 55 anymore. I think it's 55. But yeah, this is whew. He's got an ECL, right? He has to ECL at some point in time. 4 points of damage. I'll soft pass. I'll put this on him. I will pass on resourcing. I'm definitely attacking him, so he can sack him if he wants to. Oh, he sacked that one. Cool. It's 14 resources. Okay. If I do that, I'll still have 8 resources left. So I'll just do that. Try to keep them as close to 1 unit as I can. I'll do this. Take it all, buddy. And then I'll pass. One thing, he doesn't have access to super laser blast unless he goes off, like completely off. I'm gonna pass. Too bad my restock is in the graveyard. That's a pretty decent attack. I am going to go ahead and swing 6 into his base just as I can. I'll just go ahead and heal and mill. Healing and milling. That's going to cost me 6. So yeah, we'll heal and mill. Then I'll just claim initiative. And I'll pass on resourcing. We will throw out put that out just to see what happens. He ECL'd out already. I forgot what I didn't even notice that. Double open fire. I have 3 left. I will pass. How did he do 2 points of damage? Where did that? Okay, what the? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'll just open fire that. Claim initiative. I gotta have some attacks here, so we'll do this. Palpatine. Give him all 6 damage. Don't want to put out him with 6 counters or 4 counters on him. He has 6 left. I'll put that out. Showing him these 4. I can fell right. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. Okay. At least he doesn't get to attack with it. That's kind of nice. Oh, what are you doing now? Hold on. Claim initiative and then do it? Okay. Alright. I just claim initiative. And then pass on resourcing. play that. And he has no deck, so he's going to start taking some big old chunks of damage. Okay. It's going to do some work. That's really not that good for me. Open fire is not that good for me. Playing him is not that good for me. He has 6 resources left. I would what to do. Claim the initiative. Overwhelming barrage. Pretty sweet. To the base. And then I am going to put one of these down. I'll do that. He puts that out. Oh my goodness. Defeat a unit. That's what I have to do. He's kind of winning the race. I just so happen to have this. He's down to 2 cards. I think I may have got him. GG. All right, the final deck that we're going to play tonight is the Yellow Han. And let's see how we do. All right, looks like there might actually be a win here. I could see my opponent quit. We were way up on his damage. He's got 9 points of life left. And I have a Millennium Falcon in addition to all these guys here. So, yeah, this should be a win. Knock that out. I think that's a GG. And there we go. We got a win with all the decks now, and yeah. So there's 5 decks, 5 games, and those are the ones you want to be watching out for. I don't think I played any of them well at all, even in the with the wins. They still just I'm not really there. But yeah, we're gonna. Showcase these guys. These are the ones you want to watch out for, and definitely be prepared for these 5 decks at least in any of the planetary qualifiers. If you're not ready for them or you're not playing one of them, you're probably going to be having a hard time in a planetary qualifier. So you just want to make sure that you're able to see the lines, understand what your opponent's trying to do with their deck, and try to counter their strategy. The yellow Han is really good at manipulating the hand. So you got the Spark of the Rebellion. I believe it's Kira. Kira. And then on top of that, you've got Bodhi, Rook. That's 9 cards in the deck that all are meant to disrupt hands, and so it gives it a lot of advantage against control decks. It's a great deck to play if you think there's going to be a decent amount of soft or hard control decks in the meta. It's really good against boss because all the bounce effects and the ability to, they put a bounty on even on one of your own creatures. You just Cantina bounce it to your hand. Just take that away from them. So it's a really great deck, and they're all really great decks. So hopefully you enjoyed the matches and that we played here today. And if I see any of you at the Planetary Qualifier and you see kind of a older blonde guy with long blonde hair, don't hesitate to come up and say hi. My name's Jason. I am representing a lot of the players down in the low country area as we try to put together events down there for the Hyperdrive event. So the very next weekend after the Greenville Planetary Qualifier will be our first Hyperdrive event. And if you really want to get into some of the better goodies that we have to give away as part of the Seasonal Player Board Awards, definitely want to make it to that first Hyperdrive event at the Myrtle Beach Games in Socastee, South Carolina, or Socatee. It's a great shop. The owner and his son do a great job of running the shop. It's got lots of cool things in it. And William, who also has the YouTube channel Hannon's, he's definitely worth checking out his videos. They do live recordings of matches, mostly because he has a contract with, I believe, FantasyFlightGames, so he's not allowed to do things on Carabas or any of that kind of stuff, but he does a really good job. And last Planetary Qualifier in Greenville, he made the top 4 with a Sabine list, so I'm really interested to see what he comes up with now that he's part of Maclunky Gaming. They brought him in, I want to say, about 4 weeks ago, And that is a great group of players. They have some wonderful content on their YouTube channel also. So you definitely want to check them out. Links will be down below in the comments. And definitely check out our YouTube page. We're getting ready to post the outline for the seasonal player board rewards and how that system's going to work through each of the 4 events. And we're going to be posting some information on how you can register your decks properly online for each of the events through Melee, using the SWUDB website to create your deck lists. So we hope we see you at one of our events as well. They also are cash events, and the more players we have, the more cash that is added into the prize, the more packs are added into the prize. And the way we've got the cash stipends set up is that is for the top 4 players. So as we get more and more players that show up, that cash prize pool goes up, and the packs, they're awarded to the top 8. So the top 8 get pack prize support added in as we go up in players. So be looking out for it. There's lots of content there. There's also going to be a link down below for our Discord to get some sneak peeks at what we already have out. And hopefully by maybe tomorrow or Sunday, this video will be out. Hopefully tomorrow, and we'll have the video or the content out for the player seasonal board rewards posted on our YouTube page. So be sure you check out all that social media, and we're going to be posting in all the major channels as well. And we really want to see you check out our content. And it's all about the players. It really is. This is a small game right now. It's young. It's not even. It hasn't even completed its first year. I think we're 2 or 3 months away. I think it came out in March, maybe March last year. So we're approaching the 1-year anniversary. That's really cool. So by the time we get to the end of the Season 1 Planetary Qualifiers, we will be entering into the 2nd year of the game. Set 4 coming out. It's going to be really cool. And I hope that we see the player base continue to grow and interest in the game continue. Fantasy Flights does have a tendency to kind of, cut their own Achilles tendon with the way they rolled out the first set. Wasn't the greatest way to do it. And then everybody's kind of disappointed in set 2, though there ended up being some pretty decent cards with Poe Dammit and Wrecker and things like that. But overall, generally, the power level was a lot lower than set 1, mostly because set 1 was just building the foundation of the game itself. So it really did have to have some power. There's talk about a rotation. Nobody's said when. Hopefully it's, a couple of years, after maybe set 6 comes out, we might see a rotation. That's what I'm hoping, so that these cards from set 1 stay around for a while, because, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, Yoda, all these really great, iconic characters are all in that set, and they all are really good cards. So it'd be a tragedy to see those get rotated out anything before the, anytime before the set 6 hits. I'm hoping after set 6, maybe when we go into the 7th set of the game, we might see that rotation if it happens at that point. And rotations are, they're a love-hate relationship for me. I hate seeing cards go out of rotation, but hopefully Fantasy Flight Games realizes that it's worthwhile to also have an eternal format where these cards can be continue to played, kind of like how Modern is for Magic the Gathering, or even Legacy, but more like Modern. So it'll be very interesting to see how this all shakes out. But for the time being, just enjoy the game. Cheers to all of you. May the force be with you, and good night.